Well, perhaps you've got something to say.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how you make this noise without bashing Janet's vocal cords to pieces.
This voice is coming from an 11-year-old girl.
I said, well, if there's someone here, show yourself. And just then, from a chair that was standing, I suppose, 5-6 feet away from us, fell a bath rack. No one pushed it, no one jumped or anything like it, it just fell off.
In the shadows of our world, mysterious events lurk, defying explanation. From chilling voices in the night to objects moving unseen, these top 5 paranormal occurrences challenge reality, leaving us questioning what we truly know. Brace yourself as we uncover the unknown, where logic fails and fear takes over. In the quiet borough of Enfield, London, something terrifying stirred in the late 1970s. The Hodgson family, living in a seemingly ordinary home, faced an extraordinary and chilling phenomenon. Imagine objects flying across rooms, chilling knocks on walls and furniture moving on its own. This wasn't just a spooky tale, it was the reality for the Hodgsons, marking the beginning of the infamous Enfield Poltergeist haunting. The events kicked off with small disturbances, but soon escalated. The family, particularly the daughters Janet and Margaret, experienced horrifying levitations. Janet was reportedly lifted and thrown across her room, a moment that defied gravity and belief. But it wasn't just objects and people that were moved. Disembodied voices echoed through the house. One voice, claiming to be that of Bill, a previous tenant who had died in the house, was captured on tape. It spoke through Janet in a deep, gruff voice that was uncharacteristic for a girl her age.
Guy, perhaps you've got something to say to them.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how you make this noise without bashing Janet's vocal cords to pieces. If I do it for half a minute, I get a sore throat.
Goose chases here.
Even the police couldn't deny the strange occurrences. Officers witnessed a chair slide across the floor unaided. Their testimony added a level of credibility that made it harder to dismiss the events as mere tricks or imagination. Eyewitness accounts weren't limited to the family. Neighbors, friends, and paranormal investigators, including Maurice Gross and Guy Leon Playfair, spent considerable time in the house. They documented the events, experiencing the phenomena firsthand. Their involvement lent a scientific angle to the investigation, though they too were often left baffled. However, skepticism remained. Critics argued the events could be explained by natural causes or were clever hoaxes. Some suggested the girls sought attention, fabricating the occurrences. Yet no concrete explanation has ever fully debunked the haunting. Investigators proposed psychological and physical explanations, but none could account for all the witnessed phenomena, like the voice of Bill speaking through Janet.
Mr. Gross, a lot of people, hearing these voices produced by the children, will simply say that they are very good ventriloquists and that this is all a hoax. How would you react to that?
Certainly not. They're certainly not very good ventriloquists. We have had tests on them to see whether they can ventriloquize. They can't. To keep up this particular type of voice for any length of time without damage to the vocal cords is absolutely impossible. I mean, there must be some hoarseness attached to it. But don't forget, these children don't do this for a couple of minutes or so. They do it for lengths of periods up to 3 hours, and without any hoarseness or sore throats whatsoever.
The legacy of the Enfield Poltergeist is vast. It has inspired movies, documentaries, and books, becoming a staple example in paranormal research. Its impact on pop culture is undeniable, with its story even being adapted to cinema. For paranormal researchers, the Enfield case remains a benchmark, a blend of unexplained terror and intrigue that continues to fascinate and horrify in equal measure. Deep in the heart of early 19th century Tennessee, a sinister presence took hold of the Bell family's life. Known as the Bell Witch haunting, this eerie tale starts with John Bell encountering a strange creature in his cornfield. From that moment, his family's life spiraled into a nightmare. The phenomena began with whispers, barely audible, but grew into violent manifestations, sheets ripped from beds, eerie sounds and objects flying across rooms. The haunting targeted the entire Bell family, but it was particularly harsh on John Bell and his daughter Betsy. Betsy suffered relentless torment. Slapped and pinched by invisible hands, her screams echoing into the night. However, it was John Bell who bore the brunt of a supposed curse. Plagued by mysterious ailments, his health declined steadily. Legend has it the witch claimed to have cursed him, and in 1820 John Bell met his mysterious end. Some say due to poisoning by the witch herself. The haunting didn't cease with John's death, but continued to haunt Betsy, influencing her decision to break off her engagement, and then gradually faded away. Theories abound regarding the origin of this haunting. Some suggest it was a result of a land dispute. Others believe it was a poltergeist linked to the family's stress, and still others suggest darker supernatural elements at play. The Bell Witch story has seeped into American folklore, becoming a symbol of the unexplained and supernatural terror. Tucked away in Utah, the Skinwalker Ranch is a hotspot for all things eerie and unexplained. Its history intertwines with Native American folklore, particularly the Navajo legend of the Skinwalker, a malevolent witch capable of transforming into, controlling, and impersonating animals. This ranch has become the epicenter of countless paranormal reports that stretch the limits of the imagination. The ranch's list of paranormal activity reads like a sci-fi thriller. Glowing orbs, UFO sightings, and terrifying creatures that seem to defy the laws of biology. Residents and visitors have reported seeing animals with piercing red eyes that vanish into thin air, and unexplainable cattle mutilated with surgical precision. No blood, no tracks, no clues. The air is thick with the feeling of being watched, and objects move on their own, hinting at poltergeist activity. The intrigue of Skinwalker Ranch caught the attention of millionaire Robert Bigelow in the 1990s, leading to an intensive scientific study by his National Institute for Discovery Science. Cameras, sensors, and researchers were deployed, aiming to capture evidence of the paranormal phenomena. Despite their efforts, conclusive proof remains as elusive as the mysteries themselves. Skeptics argue that the incidents at Skinwalker Ranch can be explained by natural phenomena, optical illusions, or plain human error. They challenge the validity of eyewitness accounts, suggesting that the power of suggestion and the ranch's eerie reputation might influence the perceptions of normal events. Today, the ranch remains a focal point for both believers in the paranormal and skeptics. It's been featured in documentaries, TV shows, and podcasts, each attempting to peel back the layers of mystery that shroud the property. The current owner, Brandon Fugel, has continued the tradition of investigation, opening the ranch to scientific scrutiny in hopes of unraveling the truth behind the myths. Despite the efforts to demystify the ranch, it remains a symbol of the unexplained, a place where the line between reality and legend blurs. Borley Rectory, nestled in Essex, England, once held the eerie title of the most haunted house in England. Its walls, dating back to 1862, were home to a chilling array of paranormal activity that captivated and terrified many. Tales of ghostly apparitions, messages mysteriously appearing on walls, and objects moving of their own accord were just the beginning of the rectory's eerie lore. The phenomena reported at Borley Rectory were diverse and spine-tingling. Eyewitnesses claimed to see a phantom coach driven by two headless horsemen, while others spoke of a nun doomed to wander the grounds. This nun was said to be part of a tragic love story, adding a layer of romance to the haunting. The most unsettling, perhaps, were the scrawled messages begging for help appearing on the walls as if written by an unseen hand. Harry Price, a renowned ghost hunter of his time, took a particular interest in Borley Rectory. He conducted extensive investigations in the 1920s and again in the late 1930s, employing a range of scientific methods to uncover the truth behind the hauntings. Price's work, however, was not without controversy. Critics accused him of fabricating evidence and sensationalizing the hauntings to gain public attention. Despite these criticisms, Price's documentation of Borley Rectory has become a cornerstone of paranormal literature. The rectory's mysterious allure ended abruptly in 1939 when it was destroyed by a fire, rumored to be set deliberately. Though the physical structure was lost, the legend of Borley Rectory refused to die. It remains a fascinating chapter in the study of the paranormal, often cited in discussions and debates within the community. Gonjiam Psychiatric Hospital, tucked away in the quiet reaches of South Korea, carries a reputation as one of the country's most infamous haunted locations. Its eerie halls and decaying rooms are steeped in dark tales of patient mistreatment, unexplained deaths, and a sudden mysterious closure in the 1990s. The reasons behind its abandonment are shrouded in rumours, adding to the chilling allure of the place. Legends whisper of the hospital being the site of numerous tragedies, where the line between reality and nightmare blurred. Stories suggest that the patients suffered at the hands of those meant to care for them, with some tales going as far as to claim that the spirits of those mistreated now roam the halls, eternally unrested. The closure of the hospital, abrupt and unexplained, has fueled speculation and rumour, making Gonjiam a focal point for those fascinated by the paranormal. Paranormal activity reported at Gonjiam is as varied as it is terrifying. Visitors and urban explorers tell of chilling encounters with apparitions, sudden drops in temperature, and unexplained noises that echo through empty corridors. Electronic equipment often malfunctions, with cameras and flashlights dying at crucial moments as if something unseen wants to remain hidden. The legend of Gonjiam has been amplified by the digital age. Urban explorers have ventured into its depths, their experiences captured on video and shared across the internet, reaching a global audience. The release of Gonjiam Haunted Asylum, a horror film inspired by the hospital's grim reputation, further cemented its status in popular culture, drawing thrill seekers from around the world. Despite its fame, skeptics question the veracity of the haunting claims. They suggest that the stories of paranormal activity are exaggerated, if not entirely fabricated, by those looking to exploit the building's ominous aura. In response to the site's growing popularity and the potential dangers of unsanctioned exploration, the government officially closed Gonjiam to the public, attempting to put an end to the trespassing and speculation. Gonjiam Psychiatric Hospital stands as a modern testament to the power of ghost lore and the impact of technology in spreading such stories. Its legacy is a blend of historical tragedy, paranormal intrigue, and cultural phenomenon, reflecting broader themes of fear, curiosity, and the human fascination with the unknown. Thank you for watching. The chilling mysteries of these haunted locations continue to captivate and terrify, reminding us of the thin veil between the ordinary and the paranormal. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more spine-tingling content.